Great. Thank you for confirming that the sound is good. Again, welcome to the session. This is a vitamin T series video and session online that we're doing, where we're going to be covering one more session on TradingView. My name is Brian Bonatti. You can always reach me at bb@tradewithufos.com if you have any questions or comments that you or suggestions that you may have for future sessions or anything we can help you with. Please feel free to reach out to us. If you're interested in our app and follow the procedures on what we do, you can go to www.tradewithufos.com/bb. It'll guide you through a couple of steps on signing up for the app itself. Of course, our content is here on YouTube. You can follow us anytime. Make sure you click that subscribe button and you'll be updated with live videos and live sessions. So let's start with the disclaimers. The following videos, clips, demonstrations are for educational purposes and instructional purposes only. TradingView provides these videos purely for the purpose of demonstrating a method of using the product. Users understand that all the content used in the video is purely for demonstration purposes only and is not a guide and does not provide any indication or prediction of actual results. As a user, you understand and agree that hypothetical results obtained through the demonstration do not indicate in any way the results you may receive on using our products. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So this is what I have planned as the last video for the basics on TradingView and how to utilize and set it up. If after this video you think that there's something that you're unclear about, or you think that there needs to be a topic within TradingView that needs to be covered, please let me know again through the email or a comment here in the YouTube video, and we'll try to get to it. Okay. So today we're talking about alerts. So last video we talked about placing orders. So there were limit type orders where we're placing our orders in the market and we're not necessarily in the trade. We're just waiting for price to come down to the price or up to the price where we're willing to be buyers or sellers. And until that happens, we're out of the market, but our broker is going to tie up that margin requirement that he has on our account, even if we're not in the trade per se. So even if the market hasn't come down or up to where we want to be buyers or sellers. So we are kind of sitting with our hands tied unless we can manage and optimize our margins, which if you're not entirely sure what margin accounts are or what the margin requirements are, don't worry, we'll be covering that very soon. So in order for us to optimize the margin, which is really how much money do we have in that account, and the margin requirement would be how much money does the broker require you to have in your account free for you to trade with. So we can optimize that by placing price alerts. And I will show that to you guys live today in TradingView. So by adding alerts, we can let the platform, which in this case is TradingView, tell us when price has reached a certain price that we give it, and that'll notify us and keep us aware that now we're at that market that we were willing to be buyers or sellers in is getting close to the point where we want to be trading it. So at that point, we can then use the money that's sitting on our account onto trades that are sensibly going to be happening in the shorter term. This is especially true if you're trading long term. So if you're looking at higher time frames, like a daily time frame, prices don't reach your entry points for a while. So by placing entry orders on every opportunity that you find, you're going to end up being tied up by your margin. So it's going to be a constricting factor because you won't have the amount of margin in your account ready for all those trades. So by selecting the ones that are most sensible to be active sooner rather than later, then we can optimize how many trades we're ready to take and be ready for other trades by getting alerts. So in my opinion, TradingView is the best platform that we can use for alerts. I'm a big fan of TradeStation for trading itself, but as far as alerts, it lacks in a very large way, in my opinion. And because TradingView is such an easily accessible tool, it's online. You can access on a website in any different computer and log in, etc. Plus, the mobile version of the app is very clean and easy to utilize. And the alerts that you get can also be sent to your phone. Then all of those things stack up to where TradingView is the best platform, where I recommend that you use it, especially for alerts. So even if you're not trading off of it, you can keep it ready to go on a separate window on your computer. That way, if a market isn't that close to a zone where you're willing to trade, you can set the alert over on TradingView and get alerts on either your email or your phone or your computer itself once it reaches that point. So let me go ahead and show you guys how that's done. I'll start by opening TradingView.com, and we'll go to the chart tab here. And I've still got NVIDIA, which we talked about last time in our video, and it's gone sideways quite a bit since then, so we can still use this as a valid example. I'll go ahead and maximize this window. So last time we were talking about entering at $150. So we wouldn't want to, this is fairly close, it's not that far, so $10, but if it was, say, at $130 that we wanted to buy, that's not a very sensible trade in the near term as far as how soon are we going to be meeting entry. So we would want to set an alert when price is reaching closer to that area that we'll know when that's happening, and we can then place our limit order, and we'll be ready to enter market once the price gets to it. So how do we place this alert? Let's say we want to be alerted when it's down at 140, okay? What you do is you right click on the chart anywhere on this horizontal line where the price on the right here is going to show 140. You can right click and it says right there, add alert. Oh, see, this is adding an alert now for the UFO itself. I don't want that because I accidentally clicked the UFO. So let's just click on the background of the chart. We'll do that again. Right click, add alert, and it's going to say at the specific price here, 138.30, and I believe we can change that. Yeah, so open a new window here, and it shows what the value, at what value do we want to be alerted at. So because I right clicked at 138.30, it's going to give us that, but we can change this to what we had said before, which is $140. So if NVIDIA crosses, we can see here crossing the 140 line, then we will be alerted. Okay, this is a good setup. I personally like to do like directionally which one I want. In other words, if NVIDIA is less than or equal to 140, so I'll go down here and I put less than. That way we don't get a million alerts if price is bouncing between 140, like if it goes down to 138.80 and then hops it back up to 141, we'll be getting a lot of alerts on it on our phone because it's crossing the 140 line all the time. So if we just do less than, we'll pretty much be alerted only once when it passes that $140 sign. So we then have different options here, and you can mess around with this. I'd encourage you to do this on your own here and just try it out, and you'll see it's very easy to operate. So we can add different things like when it expires, this alert in other words. We can also have this one, which is very important. In my opinion, I really like the app, so I would encourage you to keep, and you always have your phone on you, right? So it's easy to stay in touch with what the market's happening offline without having to be in front of the computer. So notify on app, I think, is a great option. It's of course going to tell you need the app on your phone, so make sure you have that by going either on the App Store or the Google Play Store. I already have it, so I just got it there. You can also have it send an email, and it'll send an email to the account, to what your account is linked on for TradingView. Show pop-up means on your Chrome, in my case, browser, it'll pop up a notification saying, hey, price just reached 140 and etc. That's useful if you're in front of the computer. If you're not, either one is fine to check or uncheck that one, okay? I'm not exactly sure what webhook URL means. If you have any desire to go into it, I'd encourage you to do it yourself. It's yeah, I'll just let you explore that one, because the other three should satisfy all of your needs. So this fourth one is optional. Okay, and you can have it play a sound, and etc. You could do an email to SMS. Again, that's going to text your phone, but it's pretty much the same as the notification on your app, and it's a lot easier to set up that way, okay? And finally, the message, which is very generic and clean and easy to understand. So we can just create, and that's it. We have now here at 140, it's kind of hard to see because of all the other lines, but we have this alert at NVIDIA if it's less than 140 or not, okay? So that's it. We don't have to necessarily then place this order at 130 because price is so far away, the money is going to be tied up in our account. And, you know, if we have another opportunity somewhere else where we have to make up that loss of margin somewhere else, then we don't have to worry about that, because then our alert will tell us, all right, we're getting close to where we want to buy now. So then we can place the order, and we know that we can allocate our resources more effectively that way, okay? All right, that's it for alerts. Let me go back into my slide. The next topic is going to be on brokerage integration. What does this mean? So remember, I think our first video, we were explaining what TradingView is in the first place. And TradingView is simply a platform. Unlike something like TradeStation, which is a trading platform, but it has a broker connected to it, we can only place paper money orders here. So we can only practice when we're using TradingView only as an account, because it's not a broker. It doesn't place live orders. But we can actually add that functionality to TradingView by connecting our TradingView account to another broker, which would have to be available or connected and partnered with TradingView itself. Back to our TradingView window. So how do we get our broker connected to TradingView, or how do we even know what's available? We go all the way down here. There's a list of different tabs, you could say. First one we're going to click on is this paper trading tab, okay? This keeps track of what's live, how much money you have on this paper trading account, etc. But what we want to do is change it so that we're going to trade it with, excuse me, this is not right. We're going to be changing it so that we can add a broker here. So on the top portion, there's again those different tabs for orders and history, etc. All the way to the right of that is paper trading. So we click on that, and it'll give us a whole list of brokers that we can pick from. So Ameriprise, Oanda, Forex.com, etc. We can choose the broker from here. So TradeStation is not currently on this list, but I have read news that it will be available probably in the next month or two. Their estimates were for Q3 of this year, 2019. So we can also link it there. But let's say Oanda, because that's a Forex account. And here you'll be prompted then to log in to your Oanda account, right? So make sure you accept the term. You select if you want the live or the demo account. You press continue. And a new screen will pop up, and it'll just tell you to sign in. So here you're now on the Oanda website, and you're signing in to the Oanda website, and it'll allow you to connect then this Oanda account that you may have onto TradingView itself. And if you're done with that, I'm going to click cancel here because I don't need to log in right now. But there's also, select another broker, and at the bottom or at the right here, is an option as well coming soon. So why is this something that we would want in the first place? Couldn't we just trade on TradeStation or trade on Oanda? And the simple answer to that is yes, we could do that. But if we have multiple accounts, because you're separating your day trading account from your long-term account, or you have different assets like Forex and futures, because Forex isn't available in TradeStation, and vice versa. Futures isn't available in Oanda. So you'd have to be in different accounts and looking at different charts. And it would be nice, in my opinion. I like the idea of having everything kind of in one platform where you can analyze everything and send orders from one single platform, and it connects the dots for you and knows, okay, I need to place my Forex trades with Oanda and my future trades with TradeStation. So it's going to be a cool feature for TradeStation when it comes out. I'm going to definitely try it out myself on placing trades. And it would be the same that I showed in the previous video for order entries. So you'd right click and trade, and then buy or sell for creating a new order, etc., and limit orders. And if you haven't reviewed it, make sure you go back to the previous video on order types. Okay, last topic for TradingView is going to be our TradingView ideas. So what is that? TradingView ideas is something determined by TradingView themselves, where you can share setups with other people. So we as in Trade with UFOs and TradingView, have a page on TradingView where you can follow our trades. So we'll publish an idea, and you can go and you follow everything as far as the setup of how we perform the trade. So to do that, let's go back to tradingview.com. And if you're already logged in, then what you can do is search here at the top by clicking this ticker name right there. It has a little drop down arrow to it. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the main page. Okay, so you click this down little arrow next to search and select trading ideas. This allows us to search for different trading ideas. And all you have to do is type out TradingView. It'll probably pop up like it did on mine here, and you can click it and it'll open up the results for TradingView. And there we go. These are ideas, in other words, different published trades that we have publicly given to the TradingView community. So you can go ahead. See, I'm already following TradingView here. It requires a premium membership for TradingView itself. Trade with UFOs has some as well, just not as extensive. And all you do is click follow here. And as you're going along your day, either it'll email you that there's a new idea popped up, or if you already have TradingView on your screen, you can click on this little ideas stream button on the right, which is just a little light bulb, and it'll show you the different lists of trading ideas that you follow, which in this case I follow TradingView. So TradingView has several different trading ideas. So let me go into a trading idea and you'll see what it exactly does. So here was a trading idea that was published. We'll see what day is today. Today is the 28th, so that was today at some point. And what it is, it's a, let's just click on it. So it'll pop up a new window and explain everything. So we have a trading idea that's going to be a buy with an indicator also telling us where to place the stop loss and where to place our target or take profit, right? And here it has a couple of ideas. So we have unfilled orders of the green UFO and some unfilled orders of the red UFO above, etc. So, and also so this is just us, what we are typing in. So here's an idea that we can boost our probability where we're looking at higher time frame average values or Fibonacci retracements, etc. So you can follow what our idea is. And here's a really cool thing. It's not just a picture, it's an interactive chart. So we can go in and, okay, I don't understand. I can't really see what Jose is doing here. Let me zoom out and I can zoom in to this candle and understand where the UFO is a little better and analyze where the buy price is and where the sell price is. So by having this interactive chart, you can understand a little more or study our published ideas a lot better. And finally, there's this little arrow here, which is load new bars. Now, this isn't going to do anything probably for today because this was just published today, right? So if I click it, it just updated this latest candle, which the market went up. So that's not the best example. Let me go and find a better example of something that'll update the bar from the setup that we gave you all the way to up to date, right? So I'm just going to scroll down on any chart here. And this was on the 23rd. Let's go even further down. So show more ideas. Okay, the 16th. Here we go. That's quite a while ago. So it's a long, again, we can look down here. It's a long at this value here, which is this bottom UFO. We're at the stop, etc. You can follow the trading process there and the logic behind it. But again, this is an interactive chart. So if you click this load new bars, it's going to load every single new bar that was created from when this trade was published all the way to today. That way we can track, okay, how did this trading idea work out? And we can click here and we can see that price went through our UFO and it didn't work. So it shows this red background as in this trade was unsuccessful. So we can just keep track of everything that way. And it's because it's interactive this way, and we can update the bars to up to date. We can keep track of our previous ideas much easier that way. And you can do this yourself. So to do this yourself, go back to a chart. And again, we had that NVIDIA setup that we talked about at 150. If I wanted to publish that idea, I can go at the top right here and it'll say share your idea with the trade community. So you can click that and it'll tell you, okay, what the different title is going to be. Title 1, 2, 3. Please be more specific on all these things in your trade reasons. And you can also type in, what the buy is. So kind of follow our format if you're doing this, because that way we can stay consistent, etc. And you can add the idea or a snapshot image. So you click this and you insert it from back in your chart. So let's say you fill that out. You can go back into your chart and take a snapshot. Oop, I went back too much. Sorry. Let me go back into chart. Here we go. Right next to publish, there's a little camera here. So you can take a snapshot and it'll give you the URL and you can copy. There we go. So before you go into publish, make sure you do that. So you go into publish, idea number 1 for NVIDIA, right? So this is kind of what you're doing, is you're keeping track of things that way, and you're saying good setup to buy at $150, and I think our stop was set at $147, and then finally our target, I believe, was 170. Let's say 178. That's probably not right, but make sure you write down your numbers and keep track of everything that way. And your reasoning, you can always type it down here, etc. Right? So you can add again to the chart and paste that in and insert, and there you go. It has this TradingView chart, and I screwed it up. There it is, etc. So it's an analysis, your investment strategy. So that one was a long strategy, the category, and tags that you can give it, etc. And you just publish this idea, and it's public, so you can share it with us whenever you want to share your ideas that way. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat today. I didn't mention it in the beginning, but if you had any questions, you can always leave it in the chat box here, and I'll make sure to get to it. Since I'm not seeing any today, and we are at the end of our session, you can always email me. Let me get my presentation back up. There it is. You can always follow me and email me at bb@tradective.com. You can also reach us at tradewithufos.com. And if you're interested again in our app on AutoUFOs and you want to stay in touch with how we operate things and take trades as we take them on your own, and even with us live, you can go to www.tradewithufos.com/bb, and it will guide you through how to sign up for the Auto UFOs and be a part of our community that way. If not, you can always follow us here on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the channel below, or and press the alert button. That way YouTube will tell you when we're live. And if you have any questions, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, we can always try to do something to help with your learning process, okay? Thanks everyone for showing up today. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Thank you.